Hi everyone, my name is Olga and this is Expert Zone Talks. Today we will talk with Adriana. It is remote interview today and we will speak about CV mistakes. But first, let's watch intro. Hi Adriana, how are you today?
Hi Olga, how are you? I'm okay, thank you. We have really sunny day in Krakow, so...
In which it is not sunny day. Unfortunately, it is never is. It never is.
So we are happy here.
Please tell a few words about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Ada. I'm located in Krakow. I work as recruiter in Liki. I have about 7 years of experience, but I learn all the time from each candidate story.
You communicate with developers every day and you have seen, I think, hundreds, thousands of CVs. So you know for sure when CV is good and when it is not.
I hope so.
So today, we will talk about CVs and recruitment process, and Adriana will tell us some secret tips about recruitment process. So could you please tell us what are the main mistakes developers do while making a CV?
In the recruitment, the first impression is the most important. When you prepare your CV, you have to be careful about the appearance of the CV. So you have to check all spellings, formatting, and also put a nice photo because it shows that how much attention you pay to your CV and to your work.
So you said that the appearance and the way CV look is very important. But what do you think about CVs without photo? Because I know that it is very popular now, not to add photo and personal information in there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. For me personally, is also of course important, but I always give the chance anyway to the candidate. But I know a lot of recruiters which decline the CVs without contact information or without photos. Additionally, sometimes we have situation that when we send the summary of screening and also CV of candidate to manager, they decide to decline the candidate because of missing photo. Mm-hmm.
I've heard that a lot of recruiters want to know a little personal information before the interview to be objective as possible.
Yes, what do you mean about personal information, like the address
like photo, like hobbies and age?
Okay, yes, it's of course very important, but I think that at the beginning the hobby is not much important. Of course, if I see the hobby on CV, I always ask candidate later about the hobby. Mm-hmm. So yes, we can...
it's like a topic to talk about, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's good to see it also. Mm-hmm. But the age, I'm not sure if it's so important. We can always look on the year of finished study or something like this.
So what are the main mistakes in CVs? The first one is not perfect appearance of it and formatting. What's the next?
The next, in my opinion, is when the candidate put the information about technologies, but without level of knowledge. It's also very important because we can better prepare to the interview to propose some project in the company, and also it's very important to preparing the technical interview too.
So developers are better to put the level of technology and maybe more information about experience?
Yes, about experience, about the project, because also is some kind of point when we can start the interview to ask about the project, about the team. Because sometimes when I check the CV, I can see that the candidate has, let's say, 7 or 8 years of experience. Mm-hmm. But in my opinion, the level of knowledge of skills too is more important in seniority than years of experience, for sure. We had a lot of situations when I saw in the CV that the candidate has about 7 or 8 years of experience. So our senior developers were prepared that it will be technical interview with senior. And during the interview, it was shocked because the knowledge and the skills was on regular or junior level. So it happens sometimes.
I think it is a lot of such situations because, to say truly, CV is something which has to take your attention.
Yes, exactly. Because first, what is checked in CV are the requirements with the profile we need. So when you prepare your CV, you should also pay the attention for your experience in technologies needed by employer. So.
What do you think about lies in CV? Would you invite a candidate for the next part of interview if you saw that it is a lot of lies in there?
I think that during screening, our first interview, HR interview, we can check, yes, but anyway, if you colorize your CV, everything will be checked during technical interview, so there is no sense. But yes, we had situation like this, of course.
As you said, the first impression plays a crucial role. But what are your main criteria to understand who is who?
I think that it's quite a difficult question.
It is. Sorry.
Yes. I think each recruiter has some kind of intuition. When you see CV, you can only check if experience meets the requirement, as I told already. But during our screening, we can check the soft skills, yes? So you can see how the candidate communicates with you, how he talks about his work, about the team, how he feel in the team, yes? And even what his relationship with the current manager is. We have some points to ask the question, to make some kind of evaluation even, before we move the candidate for next stage.
What are the stages of recruitment at Front-End House and Leaky? And how long does it take?
Okay, I think that our recruitment process is very fast, is very quick, and it's a big plus for Leaky. We have only 3 stages. First one is screening with one of our recruiter. The second one is technical interview, and the last stage is short meeting with Przemek, our COO, and with me. And usually is the offer stage. And that's all. And usually it's about 1 week maximum.
1 week is
yes.
fast.
It's fast.
Could you please share some pro tips during the interview from the side of recruiter and from the side of developer?
Yes, sure. For me, personally, very important is when candidate is open person, and when I have impression that the candidate really wants to talk with me, because sometimes the people talk with you like they are, let's say, bored a little bit. Yes, so I immediately know that this candidate is not really interested in work with us. Yes. The second issue is to be prepared, find the quiet place, so nobody and nothing disturb us, because sometimes you can lose, let's say, the flow, yes, during conversation, yes, and it's also very important. And for me, when I ask candidate about the reason why he wants to work with Leaky, and he told me that salary, so it's also not really good, not
very good motivation.
Yes, exactly.
But it is important too.
yes, of course. But if someone tell you immediately salary and nothing more, it's a little bit, maybe not strange, but for sure, if for, let's say, 3 months or 4 months someone call him, he will leave the company, yes, for money.
So those are red flags for you as recruiter. Maybe you can share some red flags for developer. When there are moments during the work interview when developer can already understand that it is time to run.
Okay, I think that for sure, if they ask me about company, about the management, about technical interview also, I try to provide enough information about everything, yes? And usually on the last stage, when Przemek asked candidate if he has any questions, he usually told that no, because I received all information during first meeting, yes? So it's very important to know such much about company as needed for him. So I'm always very open for questions, and I try to leave a lot of time for those questions.
So if recruiters doesn't want to tell enough or tries to hide some information, it is red flag, right?
Yes, exactly.
And maybe more?
Usually, not always, but usually candidates ask if they can receive the contract, the draft of contract. We in Liki are very open for it. It's not the problem to send and discuss the contract, but often the employees don't want to do it. And if a candidate asks about the contract and you tell them no, you can't see it, it's a little bit strange, yes? So it's also a very important thing.
Yeah, it could be a little bit suspicious when the company doesn't want to show details of contract. Yeah, it has to be clear.
Exactly.
Sure.
You have to be transparent, I think, as employer.
It's really important. Do you have some stories, some work interviews which impressed you, which you remember till today and you're just amazed?
I had a little bit, or maybe even totally different recruitment. It was for scientific software developer. The client needed a person which is mix of developer, but also very open and, let's say, really, really big brain. So I had to find the people after with diploma in econometry or economy, something, or statistic even, something like this. So I had to make very deep research on the internet about the technology, but also about the tasks which the candidates will have if the client decide for this candidate. Yes, so it was very, very interesting for me. I learned a lot of new informations, and additionally I met a lot of very interesting people with passion about his job and about what they do in their life. So it was, yes, very, very sometimes fun.
So did you find the perfect candidate for this role then?
Yes, I found it was quite difficult, but yes.
But you did it.
Yes, I did it. So I was really happy.
Thank you, Ada, for your stories and for your tips about recruitment process. Remember that Ada always waits for you.
Exactly.
On the work interviews. So check our open positions on frontendhouse and Liki.com, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Olga.
Thank you, Ada. Have a nice day. You have a nice day too, and see you next time. Bye-bye.